Howdy. I'm just getting myself situated here. How are you guys this morning? Good? Hey, guess what I did? I woke up really late and I missed Ginger's stream. Well, surprise, surprise, huh? Jesus Christ, man. I was up till 3:30 this morning. Got up at 8. I went back to bed. And then I got up at 11:30 or 12. Ginger was still on. Sterner was up with Ginger, but I wasn't going to butt in the middle of that. So I just did some work here. I'm working on a quarter book, a Canadian quarter book. And it's coming along pretty good. I got this many more quarters I got to go through, but here's my book so far. I thought I did pretty good, but I got that and that and that. I'm missing some. And that. I'm still missing some, but these are some of the older quarters I gotta go through. I need another quarter book because I want to go through some of the older stuff. I think that quarter book is mostly newer stuff, but yeah. I'm starting to get my stuff into books and into a little bit of organization. I got 3 packages. Oh, I want to tell you about my thumbnail. The thumbnail for this video, Hi Muscle Show, is the first knife I ever made myself. I saved that one downstairs with the rest of my knives that I collect. That was the first one I ever made. You can tell by the pinholes that I'm not real good at woodwork because when I drill the pinholes through, a lot of times it'll break out. But that's walnut, so walnut or oak. I think it's walnut, but anyway, so it's not the finest of detail, but that's a nice knife. So yeah, I got to get a hold of Angry because he's got a couple of smaller knives in this. This is my little package opening knife here. And if you notice, that's just big enough for 2 fingers, really. Maybe a 2.5 on there. But that blade is only, 2 inches, 2.5 inches long. And that's my little package opening knife. I got 2 of them. One is shaped like this, blade shaped like this, and the other one's a Tanto. So it's more, that's Tanto blade. But he's got a couple of other blades that are only about maybe 1.5 inch and 3/4 inch long. A couple of blades like that. I got to get those too. I don't know. His friend or the guy he knows makes these, and you know it's. Yeah, they're okay. The handle material is okay. It's micarta, but and then you got 2-part screws that go in them. So it's not, it's well put together. It's well thought out. Steel is okay. I'd like to buy another one of these, take it out to the vise and just put it in the vise and see if it snaps or if it bends. I'm sure it would probably snap, but anyway, I got one here from Bill 457. We're going to open that one up. So I got to turn the camera down and let you look at it. But I got a couple from the Coin Crew. So they couldn't get everything in one box, or it was cheaper to send 2 boxes. I don't know. But we'll do that. All right. Oh, God. It's a good day when I put pants on, huh? We'll just go like that. All right, let's open it up. There's only one piece in here. Maybe we can do it this way. I can do it this way, though. And this one's I don't know. Bill uses everything is up that end. Uses these United States Postal Service or Ready Post. It says Ready Post on it. I don't know. It said visit it's USPS So it's got to be a USPS product, but I don't, and when you leave tape hanging off the end of a side of a package like that, all that does is encourage the machine, because they put this stuff through machines, the roller. It encourages the machine to catch that tape, and rip open that package. We just had one with Oregon, and we lost a coin out of it. Oregon made good on it, but you know, if you guys are just be a little bit more careful with the packaging and don't let tape hang off the side and stuff, we wouldn't lose. That was the second one I lost in the mail. So anyway, just be a little bit more careful packaging, I guess. I don't know. And I don't know if I bought some foreign coins or what I bought from him, but I'm sure it was on Mama T's. Yeah, it was on Mama T's or Big T's auction, one or the other. Yeah, throw that away. Maybe this is the stuff that he had sold to somebody and they just didn't pay him for it. So he put it back up and then I rebought it. So I don't think anybody else wanted it too bad. So there we go. There we go. I might be able to reuse that bag again. I don't know. There we go. Might be able to reuse that bag. Oh, more tape. Well, maybe I'll be able to reuse that bag. God, dog. Maybe I'll be able to reuse that bag. I don't know. Might be. And don't look like it. Not too good. Not good. It's not good. A muscle shell. Rhonda, how are you, dear? I know you like me better with my pants on. It's good that I wear shorts anyway. You know, these are the kind of shorts that hang down below your knee. I like these. Kind of like an athletic short, but real long, real comfy. Here's a John F. Kennedy $50. Look at this. I like this a lot. I like that coin a lot. Let me, we're going to have to hold it over here because I think we got too much glare off the monitor. There we go. All right. Independence Hall. I've been in Independence Hall in Philadelphia, and you would really be surprised at how small that building actually is. Okay, so we got that one, and then we got this one. That's a 2003 S Silver Proof. There we go. Nice Kennedy. Real nice Kennedy. That's a nice cameo to it. I don't know. You'd have to put it under a microscope to look and see if it should be graded, but just looking at it like that, yeah, it probably should be. But how does that compare to this one? Is this one an S2? This one that's in the capsule? Yes, that's an S2, so that's probably a silver. That's an S2. So there you go, those two together. This one's not as cameo as the other one, but still a pretty nice coin. All right, so we got a couple of silver Kennedys. Then what else did we get here? We got nickel, dime, quarter. We got a nickel, a 1950D. Now, why that was in that pile, I don't know. It's not a war nickel, so. And a mintage of 2.6 million, so. I don't know, somebody thought it was valuable. To me, it's just a fucking nickel. But that'll go in with my other stuff over here and get sold. Here's a 1963 proof dime. A 63 proof dime. Look at that little beauty. That one should probably be graded also. Have to send it to somebody who's got a microscope, see what they think, but that's a nice dime there. All right, that goes over here with the Kennedys. Then we got a 1960-something 4. I think it's a 4. Nope, 1962. We're going to have to... we're going to have to make sure that people know what this is. There. There's a 1962 Washington quarter. It says die crack on the bottom. I do not see a die crack, but there could be. I do not have... Oh, yes, there is a die crack right at the bottom of the neck. Yep. All right, let me put my little magnifier on here. Yeah, there certainly is. There's a JF on the bottom of the neck, and then right by that JF, there's a die crack. Well, okay then. That's really, I don't collect variations or errors, but somebody else does, and I'm sure somebody else would like to buy that. So, we'll put that up along with that nickel. Then what do we got here? A 1999 S silver proof Massachusetts quarter. Now, I don't really need a Massachusetts quarter. That one's pretty proofy. Pretty proofy. Don't really need a Massachusetts quarter because I don't collect the state quarters. The silvers. I know there are people who have books full of them, but I don't. So that one will either go in with the junk silver. I don't know. And then here's a... Oh, thank you on it. Round. It's a like a Money Metals Exchange walking Liberty round. Doesn't say, but 1/10 troy ounce, 999 fine silver, United States of America. In God We Trust, 2019. It says silver round, but it says Liberty, In God We Trust, 2019, with the same design as on a Silver Eagle. And on the back it says United States of America, but there is no numismatic value on it. It says 1/10 troy ounce. I don't know. That's not a United States coin. I don't care what anybody says. That's not a United States coin, but see, Liberty in God We Trust. It's got a year down there, but there's no numismatic value. And on the back, you see it says United States of America, and it's got 1/10 troy ounce, 999 fine silver on the bottom. No numismatic value. So this is not a United States coin. Might be a United States commemorative, but I don't know. It's a replica, but why does it say United States of America on it? That's bullshit. That's a counterfeit, in my opinion. Might be silver, but it's still a counterfeit coin. I'll have to ask Frosty about that. All right. Well, that's what we got from Bill. I don't know. I like the Kennedys. That's what I like. That dime and quarter. This quarter and that nickel, I really don't care about. Especially the 50D nickel. I don't give a shit about that. This one's at least 90% silver, so that can go into junk silver. This dime and quarter, I really like those. They're proof. I would even call them cameo. They should maybe probably go get graded, but who knows? And these two Kennedys, that one should probably be graded in my opinion, but I don't know. It depends. And then we got this one. So everything gets tested for silver before I put it away. But that's what we got from Bill 457. Some of it gets sold, some of it gets put into the junk pile. I think this bag is probably shot, though. I might be able to use it for something yet, but god damn. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you package stuff that way. That's all right. We'll live. We'll live. It's not like I don't have extra Ziploc bag from every goddamn thing else I've gotten. All right, let's look at Coin Crew. Which one's heavier? This one's heavier, so we're going to open that one last. We'll open this one first. Come on. That's the glue in there. Yeah, all right. That's the glue on the boxes. There we go. Oh, bags and more bags and bags and bags. She empty. So we got everything's wrapped up in there. Okay, bags, bags, bags. These are trash bags for my trash. See, I got this little trash can right here. Look at it. Yeah, I'll show you. I got this little trash can. That's what I use for trash bags. So then I just open this up on the side like that. Throw these down in the bottom. And trash bag. Just like that. Well, I'm sure you guys are really fucking interested in that. All right. Here's the heavies. That's the heavies. We'll do that last. Here's we'll look at this one. This one is a Canadian coin set in that nice holder. And Keith taped that closed for me so that wouldn't come open in shipment. But this is a what, 1966 set. So we got the $50, the quarter, the dime, beaver nickel, and the cent. So you know the cent's copper bronze. The beaver nickel is nickel. The dime, quarter, and a half, because these are 66. I don't know if they're 80%. I have to look them up. But I don't think so. But it's another nice set in a nice holder. What is the holder here? Let me see if I can figure out who made this holder. It's a Whitman holder, so there you go. We got that little bugger. And the coins are nice looking. They really are nice looking if I can show them to you without getting light all over everything. Look at the cameos on even the nickel. Oh, you can see something in the penny too. They have nice cameo on them. They really do. I mean, it's a nice set of coins. I have to look and see what they're made of though. But that's kind of nice. All right. Yeah, let's put them back in a bag so I don't scratch that stuff up. All right, and then we got this bag full of goobers here. I see some penny-looking things in there. So either got some tokens or got some large pennies. Put them over there. Let's see what we got here. Oh, hey, that's the last thing we're going to look at. Ooh, them look. These are just silver rounds. These are ugly looking, whatever they are. Mondanero, let's see, Integrity Ventures, 1 silver Mondanero, 1973. It's a World Trade Unit. All right, there's 1. There's 2, which is really ugly looking. And there's 3 of them all the same year. Yeah, they're trade units. See if I can show you. And that's what it looks like on the backside. Nah, it's not from Joe's. This one's Coin Cruise. I opened Joe's, what, 2 days ago? Something like that. Don't know. I have no clue. When I find enough stuff. All right. Now, I got 2 of those right here. So these are probably bins. But here's that 3rd one. That one's a really ugly piece of shit there. And look at the backside. Look at the milk on that. So I got 2 good ones and 1 piece of shit one. But it's still silver. And it's not like I'm collecting them and I need to have the real good value or anything. So, I mean, they all go in a tube. They all go in a tube with generic silver rounds with the buffaloes and the other trade units and stuff. So it's not a big deal. It's still an ounce of silver. All right, put you right there with them. And we'll hide that bag over here someplace. And then, let's see. Yeah, 3 times. What did I pay for him? About $1 over spot right now. I don't know. Yeah, about $1 over spot. I could take trade units at $1 over spot, or just about any day. And then what I do, I bought 2 ASEs, of course. That's a 2006. No, 2023. 2020. And this one is a probably the same thing. Yep, 2020. So I bought 2 of them at 2020, 2 ASEs. I mean, they're good looking ASEs, but to me, they go into tubes. So they come out of these coin holders and they get sent back to Coin Zone. I don't want them. When I get enough of them, I ship them back. So we got 2 ASEs, and what I pay for them? $3 over spot. Okay, so it's not terrible. That's about as far as I want to go, but I paid more. I have paid more. And then we got a bag of war nickels, I believe, yeah. What did we get here? I'm not even sure how many is in there. Got a bag of war nickels. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20 of them, I think. Yep, 20 of them. What's 20 times 5? $1. $1 in war nickels. So I've got a few war nickels. Not a lot. I have a few. I figured I should have just a few more. I don't have a lot of them. Maybe $3 worth. Maybe. But it all goes in with my constitutional, my junk silver. All goes in with my constitutional stuff. So, yes, they're only 35% silver, but a third, whatever, still silver. Still constitutional. And then we got this thing right here. What we got here? These are kind of cool. What do I got here? This is a copper or something or another. Somebody drilled a hole in it. It's a 1 penny. It's a bank token. There you go. It's a bank token. Somebody had drilled a hole in it. Can you see it? Maybe. 1 penny. And I have another one just like this. The Bank of Upper Canada, 1850. And I'll have to look on my sheet, but that's actually why I bought that, I think. Let's see what else we got here. That looks like a large penny. Now, of course, it'd be upside down just because. 1 cent Canada, 1911. That has King George on. Okay. 1911. That's British there, I believe. Here's another one. Canada. That's a 1905. Nope, 1903. Might be the one I needed. Yep, 1903. There we go. Then we got, let's see, this is Queen Elizabeth. Oh, that's another one. Nice one here. Look at this one. If I can get it. 1876. God, if I can get a little light on it for you, it'd be nice. Hold up a second. Maybe I can get a little light on it for you. Let me just pick this up and go like this. Yeah, look at that. 1876. That one's got Queen Victoria. Yep, Queen Victoria. All right. Then what we got here? I gotta look at it. That is a 1853. Oh, 59. 1859. And that one has Victoria on it also. God, it'd be nice if my fingers would react correctly. Yeah, Victoria. All right, put that one over there. What we got here? It's another King George. This is a, that's a 1906. That's a better looking one. That's 1906. I have to look a little closer and see if they're H's or not, but here is a ugly looking one. Patina's wore off, kind of half wore off. It's an 1896. Now, I am not really sure I have that. Come on, you. Quit being a dick. Man. Yeah, there you go. 1896. That's got George on it, too. No, that's Victoria, isn't it? It's, let's see. 1896. Yeah, that's Victoria. Yeah, that's Victoria. Okay, what's this last one here? Oh, that's a 1901. See if I can bring it up here for you. That's a 1901. Another Victoria. All right. Then I got one small penny in here. It's really don't understand why a small penny. It's King George. Boy, that's hard to see. Yeah, we're going to have to go like this. That's King George V. And that is a 1921 penny. Hey, cool. King George, 1921. Look at that. So we're getting into the small cents there. And then we got one in here that's obviously British, I believe. But it has a hole, and it could be one of the bank tokens too, but that's a half penny. Let me look at this thing. Bank token, half penny, 1837. Unsu, Province du Bas, Canada. Do something. Dubas, Canada. But it doesn't say which province. I'm thinking it's Quebec. I think I have another one of these. I'll have to look. It's a bank token, though. Or the it's an 1837 half penny though, but it's got a hole in it. If you notice, somebody trying to make necklaces out of shit. I don't understand or didn't understand at one time the value of these things, or that they would have some value. 1837 half penny. You can see that there, a bank token. You can see that. Tell me what province that is. Cordia, something. I can't remember. Un centavo, 1 cent. 1 cent, Lady Bluegrass. Un. Un is one. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. 1 through 10. Un centavo is like un peso is 1 peso, so un centavo is 1 cent. 1920 Cuba, that's cool. I don't think I have too many Cuban coins at all. I have to look and see which province this is, but it's actually a pretty good looking half penny if they hadn't drilled a hole in it. But hey, you know what? That just makes it unique in my eyes. I'll have to look. And then there's that 1 big cent. But yeah, that's a nice bag of Canadian stuff there. Mrs. Coin Crew, a lot of times, has some Canadian stuff. And she collects trade units, but she also had a collection of Canadian stuff. And I got some of her stuff. So that's not not uncommon. And I get some decent Canadian stuff from her. Oh, sorry. I had one other item in that box I probably should have showed you. Yes, I still buy gold. Let's turn it this way so you can see it. Yes, it's a gold eagle, a 1/10 ounce, because that's all I can afford. Is a 1/10 ounce or smaller. There you go. There's a 1/10 ounce or smaller. What year is this one? Doesn't matter. It's just gold to me. I don't collect years. It is a 1998 or a 3. I have to look here and see. It is a, come on, you, where are you at? 98. 1998. Okay, so we got a piece of gold. Oopie doopie. I don't have a whole tube of them yet, I can tell you that. Might have to, but that's just eagle though. I'd rather pick up eagles or maple leafs in gold. Yeah, there's some. I was looking last night, and that's why I was up so late. I was going through Canadian coins and putting them in books. A 1943 Russian, 20 con. I don't know what that means either. Obviously, it's 20 cents, or it could be $20. Or you could ask Frostbite also. FDR. Who's DR? Rhonda. Who's DR? No, I'm not cheating on you, Block. I just pick up stuff where I can find it. And you notice that uh, um, there's only two pieces of Canadian in there. That one Canadian set, and then those pennies and tokens. But other than that, I'll take them where I can find them. But no, I'm not cheating on you. That department, the sales tax token from Alabama, would be cool if you could do some research on those and see if those are if they were a normal thing for the southern states, and you can get one from every state or every year. Or God, yeah, I find the older tokens and stuff are really cool. But tokens, if you look up and you do your research on tokens, you'll find that there are just pages and pages and tons of different tokens. Now, sales tax tokens, that's something else, but I'd like to maybe see if every state had those. I think we ought to go back to sales tax instead of state income tax or property tax. There should be a sales tax to make up for the difference. And sales tax tokens would be one good way to do it, or you could just have the vendor collect. But they already have to collect sales tax. What do we got in here? We got another bag and another bag. More trash bags. Okay, very good. Throw it over there. What do we got here? Ooh, I can use that bag all over again. Woo! All right, we got pennies. I see pennies. Yeah, I know. I've taken to putting pennies away lately, just in case. It's not. Oh, I got an aluminum token in there. That one will probably go to Kiwi. But these are 2 rolls of pennies. These are, what are these anyway? I'm not even sure. 1925Ds. There's a 1925D, and this will be the last year pennies are made. So, yep, 25Ds. Looks like it was a bankroll. Somebody opened it up just to check. The other one they didn't open up, did they? Yeah, they did, but it's taped. So we got 2 penny rolls, 1920. I'd rather have the older copper ones, but because these are going to be the last year, I'll put them away. Now I need to get P's, D's, S's. This is a Theodore Roosevelt aluminum token. 1901 to 1909. 26th President Theodore Roosevelt. Shells, Mr. President coin game. Well, I know where that one's going. Look at that. It says Shells, the Mr. President coin game. I don't know what game it came. I'd never heard of it before. Probably a presidential game, and you had to match it to a board. I don't know. For every president, don't know. But this one's going to Kiwi. Right there. He's my token man. Oh, God. I put that one away for it. And then what do we get here? These are $41. Yeah, these are cheaper than the other ones by $1. What did I get? 5 of them? Yeah, I got 5 of them. So I won't bore you with all of them, but I got some type 1s. I think these two are what? 2017, and yep, those two are 2017s. And these are all type 1s? Yeah, they're all type 1s. And they're all 2017s, I believe. So, yeah, I got 5. Those are a bin. Those are a bin. Keith comes up with some bins every once in a while. Those are nice. I bought 5 of them. Those are all, they all go into tubes. Everything goes into tubes right there. 5 ASEs. Let's see. Should I put them back in a bag? I don't know. I'll put them back in a bag. They're just easier to handle for right now. And I got another aluminum something or another in there. Come on, get in there. God damn it. There you go. Just easier to handle because everything's got to be put on a spreadsheet. This one is, who the hell is that one? That's Grover Cleveland, the 22nd and 24th president of the United States. From 85 to 89 and from 1893 to 1897. So the 1880s and the 1890s. Yeah, shells. Look at that. Mr. President coin game. I have never heard of that game before. There you go, Grover Cleveland. So I got 2 of them now. I don't know if it was everything you bought at the auction. You got one of them little aluminum coins in. So they're going to go to Kiwi. Kiwi gets all my tokens that I don't want. There are some tokens like Canadian bank tokens and stuff I keep. What is this? Did I get a piece? No, I got a Morgan. For some reason, I got a Morgan. It's a 1921. Yeah, 21, I think. Yeah, I probably got it cheap. Well, I can tell you why. You see that little hole drilled in it at the top? I'll bring it back just a little bit. See a little hole drilled in it at the top? Yeah. That's why I got it cheap. See if I can find where that little hole is supposed to come through. It should come through right by the O of dollars where it should come through, but it didn't come all the way through. So, I mean, it's a decent Morgan. It's a, if you went to buy it across counter at your LCS, they call it a slick and they put it in the bowl. And you get it for $26 or whatever. That's what that is. And that's probably what I got it for. And no, look at that. I didn't get it for that. Look what they put on there. Happy birthday. This is Coin Crew. Thank you very much. I don't know if that was you or Keith that did that, but Thank you much. Then I didn't buy it. It's a birthday present. Well, thank you. Ah, that's cool. You guys did enough for my birthday when you donated to the Green Beret Foundation, my fundraiser. I It's second year I think I've done that. It's the second year that I put it on. I put it out in the world like that, and the coin community really came through. And I only wanted to raise $200. We doubled that and surpassed it. So here's a $20 Boston Tea Party round. I think there are 20,000 pieces worldwide. Yep, 20 grams. Liberia. There we go. That's what I was looking for, a Liberian coin. But look at the ship on that. That's kind of cool. I don't collect ship coins per se, but History of America, the Boston Tea Party, now that I could go with it. Look at the cameo on that. That's really nice, man. That's a really nice coin. That's real nice. That one might have to put under a microscope too and look at. And then what I get for a president here. I got 3 presidents, man. I got Thomas Jefferson, 1801 to 1809. I might, God, almost makes me want to start collecting these things. But they're aluminum. It's not like they have a whole lot of value. They may have some collector's value, but come on, you. There you go. Thomas Jefferson. Well, I'll be damned. So there you go, Kiwi. You got 3 of them coming to you, buddy. I think I got enough to put in a card now. And then we got 1 bag left here. So, oh no, I got 1 more. Hey, look at that. I got 1 more president. Who is this? George Washington, I think. First president, George Washington, 1789 to 1797. It's got a little schmutz on it right there, but see right by my thumb right there, or by the side of my other thumb? It's got a little schmutz up there, but I think that can be cleaned up. There you go, George Washington. So, Kiwi's got 4 of them coming to him now. Look at that. 4 presidents. Yeah, I'll tape them inside a card and send them to him. Cool. Then we got 1 little item left in there. What is this? It's more gold. It's an Australian $15, so it's a 1/10 ounce kookaburra. Yeah, it's a 2021 coupe. Let's see if I can get up there to just show you. There it is. Oh, 2021 coupe. So I got 2 10th ounces. And, you know, I only buy them if they're cheap enough. And that one was cheap enough. What's gold now? About 34. I think 34 is the next resistance we got to break through. But that one was at 36. That one's at 36. So, yeah, if we can make it that high. And then the other one I bought was 35, the ASE. I don't know why this one was more. People want kookaburras for some stupid reason. People just want kooks. I don't know, man. Oh, Ron Navy. Ron Navy gifted that one to me. There we go. Now I got it. Ron Navy gifted that one to me. at Morgan. There we go. Now I remember. Thank you, Ron Navy, for that one. God, man. All right, now I got to go back up chat. Look, because you guys got me intrigued on something here. Yeah, the old World War II and prior, the Philippines was actually a possession of the United States. They should be a state. In my opinion, they should be a state, but they have only not considered it a state or granted it statehood because of the fact that it's so far away. And that, where is that one? It was right here someplace. Where'd it go? There's Boston Tea Party around right here. Where'd the bag go for that? I need another bag for that. Give me a bag. There we go. There's the bag for that. This Boston Tea Party round comes from the American Mint. It has a certificate of authenticity. It's number 02751 out of probably 20,000. Yep, out of 20,000. But there you go. That's the American Mint. Made in Germany, so, or minted in Germany, probably. That's the outside of it, and that's the inside of it, right there. All the pertinent information. So that's pretty cool. I have a few coins from Liberia. I didn't know that they were made in Germany, you know. I did not know that. I know somebody had to mint it, but I didn't know who. So there you go. What do we got? Two little, where'd that go? There we go. We got two little pieces of gold. See? Two little pieces of gold. Now let's see, that's 2/10 of an ounce. And how much silver did we get here? 1 ounce, 3/4 of an ounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how much is in there. 10. Let's see, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 3/4. Oh, let's just say 12.5 ounces of, 12.5 ounces of silver I bought, and 2/10 of an ounce of gold. So what's the ratio? What's the ratio? Well, it's not 13-1. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's 1/5. Multiply that by 5. What about 60-1? 70, 80-1, something like that. So I'm buying silver and gold in a lesser quantity than the gold to silver ratio is what, 90 something now? 90-1. So 90 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. So I'm buying it at about 80-1. 75, 80-1. Which means I'm probably not getting enough silver. Or vice versa, buying too much gold. All right, back up top. So, am I buying not enough silver or too much gold? That is the question. We'll throw all of this in a bigger bag right here because it's all got to come out later anyway, but I don't know. if I look at what I actually own, I think I am probably right on. Let's see, we'll leave the Canadian stuff out. We'll put the pennies in here because that's all going out to the other safe. And the gold can go in there because that's going out the other safe. All right. So there we go. Let's put that up. Let's put this stuff away. All right. The question is, I got to get the Excel spreadsheet out because that's what's, we got a spreadsheet. All of this is called an inventory. And at the same time, it gets tested. So, yeah, some people call me not a very trusting individual. Well, no kidding. When you spend that much money, you want to make sure you have what you bought, right? You want to make sure it's gold. You want to make sure it's silver. So I test everything. Even if it comes from the coin crew, even if it comes from Block, even if it comes from whoever, everything gets tested. So, yeah, I feel good about that box today. This week has been pretty good. We got Blocker's box. We got Joe Durbin's package. That was a big package. Coin Crew's package is a big package. We got Sterner. We got John Jacobs. We got who else did we get? Just this week. Oregon, or maybe that was Oregon's was last week. Sterner, I got 5, 6, 7 packages. I'd have to go back and look at the videos, but I think we did pretty good last week, and everything got shipped and got here this week. I think we did pretty good, man. I think we did pretty good. That Filipino coin, that one interests me, Lady Bluegrass. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Well, do better next time. $3? If you don't have one and you're interested in it, especially United States history of United States coin, you find Filipino coins. I think I have a couple. I have to go and look, but I keep them because it says United States of America on them. They're World War II coins. So they're 44, 45, 30, 43, something like that. The Tea Party, yeah, I don't know. I sold 3 ounces and 3/10 to my LCS up in Rochester. I had to pay a bill. He did very good. They were MMX Lady Liberty rounds, so they weren't numismatic of any kind, but they just gold bullion. And he gave me a very good price on them. I was very happy. And I paid the bill, and we're good to go. And I still, do I have any more of those left? I don't think I have any more of those left. I sold 2 of them to Brad V, and the rest of those coins went up to the LCS. I really didn't want to sell any of my Australian or Canadian or American gold. I got some British too, but I didn't want to sell any of the numismatic stuff just the bullion stuff. So I did that. I think I had 3.5 ounces, and I sold 3.5 ounces of that MMX stuff, Money Metals Exchange. If you don't know who that is, hi Taragansu. It hit over 49 for a little bit before closing at 38.70. Well, see, then I am not out of line by paying $41, $42 for American Eagles. I'm just not. We started getting up to 46. I bought two of them at $46, but they're a little bit harder years. And I think I bought two of them at $44, three of them at 44, then 42 and 41. So I'm kind of dollar cost averaging there. But yeah, I think I'm doing okay on silver. I think 38 is our next resistance level. We're going to see it go up and below 38 quite a bit, but 38 is going to be the new norm for a while. Oh, you got turkeys? Cool. I used to raise them too. What I have? 4 or 5 hens and one tom. And the tom, I built a pen too, and they had a little place to go and all that stuff. And they nested, but I think we ate eggs. I don't think we ever, we picked eggs up and ate them. I don't think we ever let them hatch. I had that bunch of turkeys, that was it. I had a bunch of peacocks at one time. And when the peacock hens would go nest, the male, he would just take off and go cross country and go look for company someplace else. I caught him up at the neighbor's farm twice, so I got rid of them. And besides that, peacocks are like big pigeons. They roost up in the rafters of the shed, and they shit on everything like a goose. So I got rid of them too. I raised quail, chickens, ducks, geese, turkeys, peacocks, goats, sheep, hogs, cattle. We had white-tailed deer at one time. We had a goddamn emu at one time. An emu. Stupidest goddamn bird I think I've ever seen in my life. But we had it. It's what, silver? Golden pheasants are pretty, but they're Chinese. They are a pretty bird, though. Very pretty. And I've seen turkeys in the wild that have the characteristics of tame turkeys, so they will interbreed. And I'm not sure about pheasants, but pheasants might interbreed too. I don't know, they might with ringnecks. But ringneck pheasants are a Chinese pheasant too, so they were just imported to this country. So if they did interbreed, it wouldn't really be a bad thing. Red fox were brought to this country for fox hunting. Gray fox are native to this country. The swifts, the Arctic, the gray fox, kit fox, those are native. The red fox aren't. They were brought here from Europe for fox hunting. Coyotes, gray fox, or gray wolf, timber wolf, those are native. Cougars, bobcat, lynx, all the carp in these waters, Asian carp, German carp, all of them carp are all tilapia. All those fish are invasive from different countries. Now we got anacondas and boa constrictors in a fucking swamp in Florida. Yeah. Some species adapt well, and others do not. They are very invasive. So Is the Filipino one silver? That I don't know. Hold up 1 second. I thought I had them in here, but I might have taken them back out because I had some foreign coins in here. I wish my buddy would stop at my house and come and pick up this coin. I bought it in a box or a bag of tokens from somebody, and I didn't want anybody else to get their hand on it. You see what that is? You see what that is? Maybe if I turn it around, it'll help you. It's a Ranger Challenge coin from the Ranger Regiment. Let me see if this has got an actual battalion on it. It's got Ranger Regiment, 3rd Battalion. October 3rd, 1984 at Fort Benning. So this is from the 3rd Ranger Regiment, or 3rd Battalion, sorry, 3rd Battalion, 1st Ranger Regiment. And I didn't want anybody to get their hands on it that wasn't a Ranger. So that's going to my buddy who was with the Ranger Regiment, 2nd Battalion, 75th, and he was long range reconnaissance. So he's supposed to stop over and get this coin. I bought it simply because I didn't want anybody else to have it that wasn't a Ranger. These are Balboas, I think. Hold up. Oh, I got to take them out of the bag. God damn it. See what you made me do. Oh, yeah, these are Columbian Expedition. I got an 1893 there and 1892. So I got a 92 and a 93. Columbian Exposition. So those are what, Panamanian? Come on, you. God. Where are you at here? There. Oh, sure, probably be upside down. And the other one I got, it's in a square capsule. Oh, yeah, I got 2 of those. Those are silver. Of course they are. Those are probably going to get sold. I'm not real collector of those. What else I got here? Barbers. I got 1, 2, 3 barber quarters and a barber half. I got these are all my war nickels there. These are all my war nickels, so those will go with the other bunch. And these are maybe Balboas. I don't know. I have to go out and look at the rest of those. Yeah, I got a snowman, a Balboa snowman. So I got a dime, half. I think just a half, ain't it? Yeah, that's a 30 half Balboa. And then this is a 32 quarter Balboa. And this is a 61 10th Balboa. So I got a snowman of Balboas. Not that I really collect them or anything, but I got them. Those are the ones that I have in here right now. I don't think I have anything else in here right now, except for, I mean, there's a table full of silver over there, but that's all I got in here that I'm looking at right now that I might sell. That's silver. That stuff is silver. Now the Cuban, I'm not real sure about. Yeah, I know that's. Let's see, Panama. I don't know. I get confused when it comes to foreign coin. I got so many. I got a box of foreign stuff. I got it all bagged different. I got it. I don't know if I got it written down though. I think I got it written down. Pretty sure I got it written down. Well, let's just look and see. Is that the? Let's see. Which one is the non-Canadian list here? I think this is it. Let me look and see. I'm surprised I got as many 5-ounce rounds as I have. All right. Well, here's a partial list right here. So the other list is in here. Let me see. Generic, foreign, no silver or gold. See, that's a cuts all mint. Generic. Oh, that's not foreign stuff. I got Republic of Ghana, Australian Phoenix, British half cents, a British Churchill, 65 Churchill coin. And it's got a couple of pence in it. Junk silver, diamond, okay. Eisenhower's, more foreign silver. Australian Euro snake, another penny from Britain. First decimal coin set from Britain. 50 pence. That's a 1998 50 pence octagonal coin. I got a 1 crown coin from the Ascension Islands, but that's titanium. I got a $10 Trinidad and Tobago coin. Belgium coins, Italian coins, SRJ. I don't know what that was. 41 6 point. I don't know. 2 franc. France, 10 cents of Netherlands. Cayman Islands, Tokelau, and what are the other ones? Tokelau and the peace dollars. Shit. These all got to get gone over, and everything's got to be re-inventoried. New Guinea, Papua New Guinea uncirculated set, Cameroon cheetah, Tokelau, New Guinea, or they are guineas, let me see, from the East India Company, Chinese pandas, Krugerrands, there's a Colombian $50, Kookaburras, Bahamas clad coin set, that's clad set, Bahamas $1 note, let me see, U.S. sovereign coin set, Lost Coyotes, no, yeah, that's the appreciation. New Zealand, Nui, Panama, those are Balboas, are francs, French francs, more Chinese pandas, British Virgin Islands. Seoul, South Korea. I have an Ireland set. Tuvalu. That's that phantom coin. That one shouldn't be in here. It should go in that other paper. Armenia. Noah's Ark coin. I got a couple of those. We have South African Krugerrands, Philharmonics, Libertads, Britannias. Oh, shit. I do have some keeper coins that are from different countries. Some of these are, I do have a 1854 large U.S. penny. I don't know where I got that, but some of these are really, they should go through and just put all the foreign stuff together. I got a lot of germanium mint stuff. I think those are all slab coins there. Yeah, those are all slabs. Yeah, so, I mean, I know I got an Irish set, and that I glanced over it. I'm pretty sure I just glanced over it, but all this has got to be recopied, re-inventoried. I do keep a pretty good count on Canadian stuff because I just re-inventoried all of that. So I'm gonna have to go through and re-inventory all the foreign stuff and then re-inventory all my American coins. And that's not just constitutional or junk silver, because I got a pile of that, but I need other American coins, commemoratives and stuff from the U.S. Mint, because I do collect commemoratives from the U.S. Mint. When I can get them cheap enough, I'll buy them. But other than that, no. I'll tell you what, Lady Bluegrass, writing it down, I think is probably the simplest way to keep track of stuff. Inventory it, lay it out. You know, here's my American stuff from the U.S. Mint. Here's my United States coins that are numismatic. And then you can separate that from new coins to old coins. You can separate it by silver or clad, however you want to do that. I try to keep all my old constitutional in one separate page of just dimes, quarters, 50-cent pieces, and dollars. You know, all the 90% U.S. stuff goes in one. Clad stuff, if you want to collect United States clad stuff, keep that on a separate page. All of the, like Morgans, I keep separate with peace dollars. I separate those two, but they're just one page by themselves. And then U.S. Mint commemorative stuff, that's a separate page by itself. And then any slab stuff, NGC, PCGS, ANAX, ICG, any of those slabs go on its own sheet. And it could be nickels, dimes, quarters, it could be 50-cent piece, could be dollars, it could be whatever, Morgan's piece, it doesn't matter. All the slabs go on their own separate sheet. I do that with the United States. I do that with foreign coin sets. I do that with um, my generic bullion silver stuff. Um, Buffaloes are a good example, or um, there's all kinds of just silver bullion coins that are non numismatic, that don't come from a certain country. It just comes from a mint. Germanium mint is a good one. Um, and then all of my rarer coins, like, and you would denote that on just the mint page, because I have some rust. I got rust coins. I have, oh, some of the older mint coins here in the United States. Southeast Refining. Swiss of America. That'd be the Draper Mint. Because all those mints got bought out by another mint who got bought out by another mint. Um, and so I keep them all separate on that bullion page. So those are rare older mints that go on a separate page, but it goes together with the bullion stuff, because when it comes right down to it, if you had to melt it all down, just all silver. So that way you know that that bullion is at least 3 9s. 3 9s fine. Driving and lurking, Seth. Very good. We're not going to stay on here too much longer, a few more minutes, but I get to talking sometimes, and a half hour turns into an hour and a half. So, and there's been times I've been on here talking for 3 hours. So, anyway, yeah, we're not. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to discuss this morning. I don't think there's anything else I really need to discuss. I need to go outside, get some work done today. It's fairly cool. It's kind of half sunny, half, but it's not raining like it was yesterday and the night before. Good God. Went down, checked the rain gauge, had 2.3 inches. That was just yesterday and last night. No, it had been day before and night before yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday it rained a little, but not much. Now today, no rain. It's cooler outside. I'm surprised. If the sun would come out hard, it'd be really humid. But I have more wood I have to put in the shed. And so I got to open up a couple of doors and move a fan and, yeah, load it up and dump it in. When I get enough dumped in there, then I go stack it. So, oh, I'll bet there is probably, let's see, that one little pile we had over there had 5 tractor bucket loads, and then big buckets too. Let me tell you, you probably get better, probably 3/4 of a cord of wood in one of my buckets. So see, there was 5 bucket loads there, and so that's probably about 3/4 of wood. Yeah, about that. And then this pile is twice that big or 3 times that big. It's all split. I just got to put it in the shed. And only do that when I feel like it. Other than that, I have a pile of oak logs there, or 2 small piles of oak logs that have to be cut and split yet. And then I'm done cutting and splitting for the year. The shed will be full. Actually, the shed is full because I have a flare box wagon full of wood, and I got another little trailer full of apple wood. And if I can't sell the apple wood, then for smoking, then it just goes right in the furnace. I don't care. Is it that hot up there, buddy, or over there? Because you're about by block, aren't you? So you're just a little bit north of me, not very far north of me, and about straight east. So it should be quite that hot. Might be hotter over there. "106. Holy fuck balls. You're getting a heat wave then. Jesus, man. That's like being in fucking Arizona. That's like being over in Iraq. Yeah, no kidding, Black. Good God Almighty. Because you're just a little bit north of me and you're east. And I think it was the east that was getting the heat. Good God Almighty. Yeah, where was? It was the Friday Night Crew. Steve Looking for Silver, Meg, Oregon, Stack In, Mad, Angry Warrior. They were on until fucking 1 o'clock last night. Good Lord Almighty. And I managed to win. Uh, I got a, I won a Sturgis biker coin. That's going to go to my daughter because she rides motorcycle, Harley, and been to Sturgis a couple times. So I'm going to give her that coin, and I managed to win a bank, I think. Yeah, I banked something. So I won twice last night, I think. But I spent 30, 60, about $45, $50 for those two wins. But it was a couple times before that I didn't win shit for my money, so it was about time. And I tried to put Jenna in a couple of different times, and we didn't win shit for her either. I don't know. I think the algorithm, the StreamYard algorithm in those races, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think that algorithm has been hacked, and people know how to use it and abuse it. I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything, but it just seems like it to me. Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory. You gonna do Jenga again tonight? Okay, well, we'll see what's on. I'm not a Jenga player per se. Yeah, you do the rigging? Well, I can see how you could if you wanted to, but yeah. Yeah, Lady Bluegrass, I go, but I don't play as much. MLZB, I haven't been over there for a while. Um, and I missed Ginger this morning because I overslept and I wasn't going to barge in the middle. Sterner was there anyway, so he was helping. Um, yeah, I don't race as much as I used to, and I'm going to quit, man. Yeah, it's just a game of silver prizes, all it is. But March, April, May, June, Jesus. Hey, Cartier, I didn't see you come in. There you are. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I got to get a hold of Joel Durbin this morning. I got to text him. I sent him one coin that I wanted him to send off to get graded, and hopefully he did that. Um, and I sent him one round. It was a skull round, 10th ounce or something like that. Anyway, I wanted him to make me a ring out of that, and he was going to have to add something else to it, but that I wanted for the top of the ring. And we'll see if he is looking at that. If he doesn't have time or his health is not the best, I will just have him send it to me, and I'll send it over to Cartier to have him do it. What do you think of that, Cartier? If Joe's not going to get it done, I'll send it over to you. And I took my ring size. I got a box and a wrench and put on I'm a 13/16, or am I 7/8? No, 13/16. So that gives you the approximate ring size right there. And I guess I could go over to the jeweler and do an actual measurement. But as you get older, your knuckles get bigger, your fingers get smaller, and trying to get shit on and off. My knuckles are big like my mother's. It's a genetic thing. You can put a ring on that fits your finger, but your knuckles get so big that you can't get the goddamn thing off. Well, got to make sure it goes over the knuckle. And you notice the finger, how that can only straighten out that far. And you notice the back side of it right here. Yeah, you know what that is? It's called a boxer fracture. So you hit something with your knuckle down here instead of up here. And I've learned not to strike. I learned not to strike with a closed fist. I've also not learned to strike with my fingertips, but with this. Much more effective and you don't hurt yourself. That's two broke fingers right there. This one and the ring finger, the knuckle behind it. And it won't straighten. And then this finger right here, yeah, I'm not flipping you off, got cut with a bandsaw all the way up to the knuckle. Laid that right open. Didn't go through the bone, but I laid it right open. And I flipped it back on and wrapped it with electrical tape and put some iodine on it, and we were good. But you talk about nerve damage, yeah, there's some nerve damage there. And when I actually put my hand on a gun, because my knuckle doesn't close all the way, I actually have to grip it and go like that to get that finger up and under the trigger guard, because it just doesn't want to grip. Yeah, they line up with my arm, per se. But, yeah, they're on there. Everything's getting old. Everything's getting hurting, like my wrist right here. Carpal tunnels, I don't know if it's carpal tunnels or whatever, but I got to wear a brace on there most of the time. Yeah, your hands, when you get older, just like this hand right here, that's my left hand. Watch this finger right here when I straighten everything out. Do you see that click? I mean, let me go like this. You see that click? It catches right there. There's a click. It just, there, like that. And then you just learn to put up with it as you get older. You just adapt to it. That's all. It cut his finger off at the hospital. Oh my God. He must have been a hospital worker. Okay. Yeah, that would bleed like a bitch. Depending on where you cut your finger off at. Did he cut it off at the first knuckle? At first knuckle? The second knuckle right here, the big one, or right down here at the hand? That'd be hard to cut that one off, because there's a tendon right there. This one at the middle knuckle, right here, that would be a bitch too. Cutting it off up here, I've seen a couple guys that had their finger cut off or tore off right there. Yeah, there's nerve damage there, but you get some feeling back into it. But cutting off right here would be a bitch, man. At that knuckle. I mean, it could be done, but I don't know how in the hell you would cut your own finger off unless it was on a saw of some kind and it slipped. Second knuckle. One, two, yeah. Right here in the middle. Right there in the middle. Yeah, that would be a bitch. I mean, he could do it. I butcher animals, so I know how those joints go together. And he either did a real precision cut or he chopped the end off a couple of different little bones in there. Yeah, I can see because I've cut myself and I've taped everything. You got to hold it above your head so you don't get blood flow. But yeah. And the other thing is any head injury, you get a scalp cut or they bleed profusely. Bleed profusely. It's not a bad cut, but they bleed like a bitch. And man, I don't know. I can butcher. I've skinned. I've trapped. I've hunted all my life. And fished. I've skinned animals with tumors, with cysts, with pus, with worms, and none of that stuff bothers me. You know what bothers me? The smell of human blood. The smell of human blood disgusts me. It makes me nauseous. But human fat, and I've seen fat, human fat, on bodies. Uh, the yellow fat under the skin, between the skin and the muscle, is ugly. It's not like an animal fat. It's, I can't describe it. Almost gelatinous. I guess that's what the best term to describe it. Gelatinous. It's not a good fat. Let's put it that way. It's not a good fat. One roll at a time. Yeah. There's a ball and there's a socket. That ball fits in the socket. That's how that works. So if you cut that right at the joint, you have to cut up along, around, and back out to make a clean cut. Otherwise, you're cutting the ears off the end of that socket or you're cutting the ball off the end of that bone. One or the other. Burning hair, I can handle. Burning flesh, burning human flesh is a bad smell. But, all right, compare it to putting a steak on a grill. You can handle that smell, right? That smells good to you because you're used to that. Burning human flesh, you're not used to. We eat different things than animals eat. Our metabolism is different. How we process fats are different. And the type of fats that we have is different. It shouldn't be, but it is because of the crap we eat. Um, and yeah, that smell because you're not used to it, because you don't have that in your head, smells bad. Smells bad. But if you equate that to putting a steak on a grill, it's the same thing, different, just different. Same thing, just different. You're used to that one smell. That's up here in your head. That's good. You smell that. The other smell's not in your head. You're not used to that. That smells bad. But it's the same thing. Animal blood, I can smell that all day. It doesn't bother me. As a matter of fact, we used to stick hogs and bleed them. The old man would take and make blood sausage, which I never did like the taste of blood sausage, but um, it never bothered me. But God, there was one lady had a head nice head cut. I mean, it was a good 5, 6 inches long, top of her scalp, and just bled profusely. I got her in the bathroom, got her head over a tub, and we were putting the scalp together, get the blood out of her hair. God, it just made me nauseous. I hate the smell of human blood. Decomposing anything is a bad smell, Cartier. Decomposing anything. My brother has a pit out in his pasture. This is out in the country, and he had a pit dug, and I did the same thing back here by the woods. I had a guy come up with a backhoe and dig a big pit, and that's when I had my first skinning business out here, that I would skin for trappers, and they would bring in, I'd have 2,000 coon carcasses at the end of a couple of weeks. So where do you put the coon carcasses? We had one guy that raised dogs. He took frozen carcasses for dog food. Well, that gets rid of a few. I don't get rid of a lot of them. They all went in the pit. And you don't cover up the pit until it's full. And so you have decomposing coon carcasses in there, fox, coyote, muskrat, mink, skunk carcasses, beaver, if you don't eat it. And you can't eat all of it, believe me. All goes in the pit, and you don't cover it up till it's full, so it's a couple years till it's full. Yeah, so you're going to get that smell. What'd you eat, What'd you eat, you asshole? Eat Mexican food? Or what? Human bacon. Yeah, Cartier. But, I mean, you have to go pick up bodies, and by the time you pick them up, they're already 3, 4 days old, 2, 3 days old. And you got to put them somewhere until they're identified, disposed of, or autopsied, or whatever. And there's not enough refrigeration vans, yes, but I don't think there's enough refrigeration after a major event like that to store all the bodies, locally anyway. I think FEMA really should have refrigerated containers that could be unloaded and offloaded off a truck, uh, like a hammock, and the hook comes over, grabs it, pulls it up on the vehicle, and offloads it like that. And it could be a self-contained refrigeration unit that you could put bodies in. I think it'd be a good thing for FEMA to have those, and they could deploy them by C-130 or driven at a moment's notice. I think they should have those, but who's that one person, Tarragon? God damn it. It's my brother. I will take this. Yes, sir. What would you like? No, why? What is it? Oh, okay. It's outside the shop. All right, very good. Uh, See ya. I'll have a job for you now when I pick up that steel. Okay. Yeah, right. All right. I gotta go pick up some steel. This is steel. A guy sent me a bill yesterday for some steel, and he was supposed to take a square block of steel. It was like a 6-inch, 7-inch block of 2-inch thick steel, and I got a 6-inch pipe, 5-inch pipe that I'm making a rock crusher out of. And he was supposed to cut that block so it would fit in that pipe. That's all I wanted. Those two pieces of steel, that pipe and that block, but I wanted the block cut so it would fit the steel. He sent me a bill. I went yesterday to pay the bill. We looked around for the steel. We finally found it because the boss man wasn't there. And so the worker that was with me, he called the boss. Boss came down. And I told him, hey, I wanted this cut so it fit inside of this. That's what I paid you for. And it hadn't been done yet. So I said, I got you paid. You guys just call me. When it's done, I'll come pick it up. So they called my brother instead of me. Well, Brother Brian used to be work maintenance for a plant up here. And he would order steel from these guys all the time. So they had his phone number. Obviously, they didn't have mine. So they called him. So he called me. Okay, so now I got to go pick that up. There we go. Garlic rice and adobo chicken. What is adobo chicken? Yeah, tarragon. That's what I'm saying. The military has those. It's on a helmet. Not a helmet record, but a helmet. And you can get one or two of those containers on there with that hook, and it just drags them on. They can be self-contained containers, and boom, set them down, fire them up. There you go. You got a great big diesel-powered refrigerator right there. I mean, they have semi-trucks that have refrigerated units on them. So why doesn't FEMA have those? They probably don't have enough. Until they took care of the bodies, whether they had to do, had to check them over for whatever killed them, blah, 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 until the families could be notified and the bodies could be identified, and they arrange transportation, and, all that takes time. And when a body decays, it doesn't wait for you to do stuff. It just starts to decay. So, hey, I had to go out and look for a little girl that was kidnapped, and we suspected that she was dead. And I told the search crew myself, I wasn't the leader of the search crew, I was just a member, but I told the search crew, you guys all know what a dead, decaying body smells like. And this was 2 or 3 days after she was reported missing. You guys all know what a dead body smells like. Do not pass up any dead smells anywhere. Matter of fact, I smelt something dead, and we went through a pile. There was a pile of branches out along this river, and a farmer had piled up in the edge of a field. And when I got down digging, there was a dead coon in there. It wasn't a dead body, so okay, great. But that's a great indicator when you're searching for bodies, the smell. It's sad to say, but that's what it is. Not my search crew, but another search crew found the little girl's body in the river a couple miles from where we were looking. Anyway, that fucker went to jail, him and his brother. And as far as I'm concerned, the mother should have went to jail too, because she allowed that shit to happen. But anyway, that was a sad little chapter in our life around here. And I hope that fucker is in prison and getting his just desserts, because they don't like child killers and child abusers in prison. So I hope he's getting what he deserves. So it pisses me off about the Epstein whole saga. We know that fucker was abusing kids. We know he was taking videos of powerful people abusing kids. We know he was using that for blackmail. Bondi's lying her fucking ass off when she says nothing to see here because she said she had the file on her desk. She had the client list on her desk. Going to release that. And then now there's nothing. Bullshit. There's some very powerful fucking people in this world telling the Trump administration not to release that shit. As much as you like Trump, as much as I like Trump getting elected, that's bullshit right there. I don't care if that takes down the fucking CIA. The CIA is using that, or fucking Israeli intelligence is using that for political shit shenanigans around the world. That's bullshit. We need to fucking know. We need to shut that fucking shit down right now. You don't fucking abuse kids like that for fucking political oh man, don't get me going. And I want everybody to put that in chat wherever they go, at least one time. Epstein had a client list. Epstein didn't kill himself. You know when Bondi came out and said that, and you can look at Cash and you can look at Bongino when they're saying that shit, and you can see it in their eyes. They avert their gaze or just their body language. They're being told not to say that shit. They're being told that their family is going to die if they do. They're being told that they're going to die if they do. There are some very powerful entities in this fucking world running this fucking world. And it's time we, the masses, put our foot down and say, no, we're not fucking doing that shit anymore. All right. Yeah, they were scared as shit. And you could tell by their body language they were scared. Yes, and there's a missing minute from that video. Plus, who's to say that someone went in there way before that video was taken, or that video that we see was taken, and opened one of the cells and said to that person, "Hey, look, you want to get out of here early? You want to fucking get your shit wiped out? You'll go over there and take care of this little problem we have. You go back to your cell, close it, you lock it behind you. We'll take care of it." Who's to say that didn't happen? Because Epstein's cell was in a cell block with, what, 7 other ones? There were 8 cells in that cell block? Or 6? I'm not sure. The entire Department of Justice is behind that cover-up. The entire Department of Justice. You know, back when, didn't we get all of the JFK files? No. Did we get the Robert Kennedy files? No. You want to know fucking why? Because the CIA had them fuckers killed too. You want to know why? Because they wanted to do away with the CIA. That's why. The CIA has been infiltrated and is run by a bunch of fucking communist pedophile fucks that need to be shot. I mean, actually, they need to go through and shoot them fuckers all in the head. No fucking, no court, nothing. You just go through and fucking execute. The ones you know that are guilty shouldn't even get a trial. Should just be shot. Sorry. Hey, Steve, how are you, buddy? I finally got to win some shit last night. Finally. Not your race, though. It was Oregon's, I think. Oregon and Instead, I can, I think. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, I got to do some winning last night. Anyway, I really need to go to town. We'll keep this going for 6 more minutes or 5.5 minutes. We'll we can talk about Epstein. Yeah, we can talk about that. We can talk about other stuff, but no, I think some very, very powerful entities in this world are forcing this administration to cover this up. Now, what is the worst thing you can do to a person? The worst thing you can do to a person: threaten to kill her or kill their family. Make you watch them kill your family. Make you watch them abuse your wife, your daughters, your sons, and then kill them slowly. Torture and kill your family. That's the worst thing they can do to you, and then kill you. Is it time to risk that? And is it time to risk that? So, on a lighter note, you got 4 peace dollars from Capital Currency today. I'll be giving me a call. And if you really, Capital Currency, which year peace dollars did you get? And were they graded or were they slabbed? What? Don't just tease us like that. As a matter of fact, Cardi, I think peace dollars are, and I don't care what anybody else says, my opinion, peace dollars are the prettiest coin, the most beautiful coin that the United States Mint ever made. My opinion. Just my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the walking Lady Liberty with the rising sun on the ASEs. I do like that. But I think the eagle on the back of the peace dollar is the best eagle ever made so far. Raw. Are you gonna make something out of them, or are you just collecting them to collect them? The only reason I have any Morgans or peace dollars is not because I think I want to collect them. It's because my grandfather, when we were children and my dad was dying, we were staying with my grandpa and grandma, us 3 boys. Um, he taught us to play cards. So I'd have been like 6, 7, 8 years old. My dad died when I was 8, and we were still with my grandpa and grandma. Well, my mom was down at the VA hospital with them. Anyway, grandpa taught us to play cards, and we played poker, but you know what? We played rummy, we played 500, we played a lot of different card games, and that's where I learned to count cards, learned to count trump, learned to count tricks. But we used peace dollars and Morgan dollars as poker chips. He had a 2 gallon or a 2 pound coffee can in the corner of this cabinet that I have out here in my mudroom right now. And we would take that 2 pound coffee can down, put it on a table, and we played cards. Everybody got 10 chips, and then we'd have to put them back in the can, put them away at the end of playing cards. But that's the only reason I have any peace or Morgan dollars, just because of that memory. That's why. That's the only reason why I have them. It's not because I want to collect them. Yes, they got silver. There's silver content, but I can buy bullion that's got better silver content and cheaper. And that's the only reason I have them. I got like 30 or 40 of each. I have constitutional silver. I got like $1,000 worth of dimes at one time. Rolls and rolls of dimes. Roosevelt's though, not Mercury's. I've got a lot of Mercury since then, and Washington quarters, and um, walking liberties, and oh God, barbers. And not because it's collectible, it's just all because it's silver. And it's recognizable coinage if I ever had to use it for that barter bullshit, but shit hits the fan. But all I've done is cover my bases all the way around. That's the only reason I have constitutional silver. Otherwise, um, I would buy the cheapest silver. And if that's constitutional, then I'll buy it. But if it's just straight up bullion, 10-ounce bars or something, I'll buy that. Yep, come outbid me. Black's got a good auction if you like Canadian coins, and there's at times there's some ancient coins, and at times some United States stuff. So I go there primarily for Canadian, though. That's why I go. Now there's some ancient stuff there, pretty nice stuff, and there's some U.S. stuff every once in a while. So what do you go through them for? Are you looking for certain dates, years? Are you looking for varieties, for mint errors? I suppose all of that, huh? And all of the stuff that I have, somebody could go through all of that and probably find some good shit in there. I don't do that. I don't look for mint errors or die cracks or varieties. Her nose goes this way instead of that way, or she's got little beads in her crown instead of big beads. No, I don't look for that shit. I just buy it. That's all I do. I will do that, Cartier. When I get back from town, I'll do that. And see, like, you collect United States stuff, and I know a guy in New Zealand, Kiwi, you guys know him. He collects United States stuff. And I'll trade him United States stuff for New Zealand stuff. I traded him a Peace Morgan proof set. I think it was a proof set. Had one of each from the U.S. Mint for a big silver New Zealand coin. I think there's only 5,000 of those made. So, yeah, it was a silver for silver weight. It was about straight up. Worth-wise, I'm not sure, because that mint set that I set in was about $300 worth. And I'm not real sure what the dollar worth of that New Zealand coin is, but it's very, uh, very rare. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we'll see when it gets there. Hey, Sterner's here. Hey, buddy. I just opened your package yesterday. That video is yesterday. Yeah, and that's the same with me. None of my constitutional, I don't look at it at all. It just goes into rolls. That's it. You want the same all years, want them complete. Like a 16D Mercury is going to cost me. I got the other two. Okay, you got the PNS. Okay, well, I don't know. I just if they're all the same year, maybe nah. I think everything is just I pick it up, I roll it. I don't even look at the dates. I don't think. The large cent that I'm missing. Holy shit! Yeah, I know what they are, and I'm missing more than one. I can tell you that. But I'm working on a couple of decades that I don't have complete yet. Like I have from 1911 through 1920 complete. And I'm working on 1900 to 1910. And now I got to go through the ones that I just got, but I just got a 1903. I just got a 1906. So I'm missing an 02, 04, 05, 08, and 09. I might have got the 9. I don't know. And then the H's that go along with those. And then once I get that decade complete of large pennies, then I'm going to go to the 1890s. And I've got 3 of those already. I've got 4 in the 1880s. I've only got 1 in the 1870s, though. And then I don't even know if they go later than that. I'd have to look. 1870s, yeah. 1880s. Oh, those are nickels. Sorry. Those are nickels. Never mind. Yeah, those are the pennies that I got that I'm missing right there. And I have to go back through my pennies again. And I got one coin that's really weird. It's a copper. It looks like a large cent, but it has no date on it. It has a ship on one side, a nice ship on one side, and on the other side it has the words ships, colonies, and commerce on the other side. And I don't know what that coin is. It's a token, yes, but for who? It's either British or Canadian, one or the other. Yeah, I want to get the 1900 to 1910 decade done. Then I'll have the two latest decades done. Then I can work on my 1890s and 1880s. But yeah, that's it right there. What I'll do, Block, is I'll go through these, see what I'm missing, and I think I'll just send you an email. Is what I think I'll do. Is what I think that I will do. I'm gonna have to run to town here real quick. Okay, we're over 2 hours. I'm gonna end this one. Okay. Ships, colonies, and commerce tokens were emergency money that passed as a halfpenny. Pre-Canadian Confederation. Okay, good. Good. Because that can go in with I have Canadian bank tokens, several. They'll say bank of whatever, half cent bank token, blah, blah, blah. So they can go in with my tokens then. All right, very good. 1858 is where it starts. Do I have that written down? I'm sure I can look it up, but I don't know if I have that on my sheet. Dimes, pennies, 70s. No, I don't have the 60s. I don't have the 60s written on there. I can. The 60s and then 58, you say, so. '58, okay. So yeah, I'd have to have 58, 59, and then all the 60s, because I don't think I have any 60s at all. I'm sure they'll probably be the hardest ones to get, like those 2 goddamn nickels that are missing out of my book that are about $100 a piece. And did you know, Tarragonsu, did you know, and Block, did you know that Canada had a 20-cent coin? They made it 1 year. LCS down in Waterloo has 2 of them. I think I'm going to buy one. It ain't cheap, I can tell you that. All right. We got you guys. We'll see you later. I got to go to town. Take it easy. We will see you. Cartier, I will catch your video when I get back. See you guys. Oh, gotta cancel that shit. We got to end the stream there. There we go.